3, 2, 1.
This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
Welcome in, guys. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great week. Hope your life is fantastic, and I hope you're just walking with a buzz or a kick in your step because we're going to Qatar. Every day I wake up, I'm still like, yes, this is better than anything ever. We're going to the World Cup. There's nothing you can do to take the smile off my face all the way to Qatar. And you know what? A lot of you guys out there, I love what you're posting. I love what you're posting. Keep bringing it and keep sharing it, and let's keep going with this. And to the guys that just subscribed to the channel, big thank you, guys. Spread this around to your buddies and get everybody on this. It's a Canadian channel, and I might sound like I've just turned up, but I've been in Canada most of my life. I've lived in Canada longer than anywhere else I've ever been in anywhere in the world, and I've been on a few continents, but Canada is home. This is where I live. This is what I love. And that maple leaf is in my heart. It's everything to me, the maple leaf. I hope it is to you too. This is an amazing country, and now we've got a soccer team that's going to make it even better. So what could be bad about being where we are? Nothing. Everything's to look up for. So thank you, subscribers. Thank you, the poets who comment down below, and keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Absolutely fantastic. And people who've just joined this channel, you comment down below when you want to. Nobody jumps on you on this channel, and if they do, I sort it out nicely. We're all friends, we're all buddies, we're all amigos, we're all compas. Whatever name you can give it in any language, we're all friends at this channel. Now, so I say, thank you again to the subscribers and the poets who comment down below, and everybody that's just joined the channel, theultimatesoccershow.com. Big up to you guys. You're going to love this, and please email Steve at theultimatesoccershow.com anytime. Now, predictions, World Cup predictions, groups A to H. Coming up, I've got a little 4 minutes going through the groups where I'm telling you what I'm thinking of who's going to go through in each group. Now, this is where it gets good. If you disagree, and I want you to disagree, don't agree with me. You've got to bring your own people going out of each group. So in the Group A, you'll pick 2 teams that are going to go through to the round of 16. Group B, Group C, D, E, F, G and H, likewise. Pop down below the teams you think are going to get out of their groups and get into the round of 16. Okay, that's really simple. So this video coming up right now, 4 minutes of what I'm thinking. You get to see the groups and how it's sort of going to look for me and who's going to be moving through and what I'm thinking. So please jot down your comments after this. I'll see you right after this. Okay, looking at the groups, and hey guys, don't agree with my picks. Bring your own picks down below like you normally do, and let's have some fun with this. Group A, I think Holland and Ecuador really are the teams that are going to go through. Senegal, Qatar may well battle out, but I think Qatar, unless they get favours, might not get out of that group. Time to do the host thing, not the playing thing. Would be nice to see Qatar get further, but at which team? Who goes out if Qatar goes through? Question to you guys. But Holland, Ecuador, those are my first 2 picks. Now, moving over to Group B, England, USA is what I'm picking right now, but you could see an upset in this group. Don't forget, you've got the Ukraine, Scotland and Wales. Ukraine, Scotland still to play the playoff, to play Wales in the Euro final eliminator to see who goes through. Is it Wales? Is it Scotland? Or is it indeed the Ukraine? But as for going through, you got to think England and USA are your top dogs, but don't rule out Iran. I think Iran may well be someone that upsets Group B. Go Iran. Let's have it. Let's have some people upset. Group C, Argentina and Poland ahead of Mexico and Saudi Arabia. Mexico, if they hit the ground running, could displace Poland, but you know, with Lewandowski and the way the Polish play beautiful football, I think they're going to join Argentina in the round of 16, leaving Mexico and Saudi Arabia behind. Group D, France and Denmark, I think, are the guys that are going to go through. UAE and Peru, not really going to get it done, is not what I'm thinking. And you think Australia as well, they may have a tough job as well. And finishing last of all may well be Tunisia. But Group D, unless there's a shocker again with France, I think France and Denmark are the guys to go through. Group E now, pretty well looks pretty forward, this one. Spain and Germany are your big teams, but can you see Japan pulling a shocker? And can Costa Rica bring some great World Cup form into the World Cup finals? New Zealand? Boy, it's going to be tough. But Spain and Germany, Group E, that's what I'm looking for. And now for Group F. Group F, sadly Canada, we're going to need to beat up on Belgium or on Croatia to get out of this group. We need a win in one of those two games and a result against Morocco. As it stands, you got to think Belgium, Croatia are the teams to move through, with Canada and Morocco duking it out for third or fourth spot. But like I say, Canada, if we can get a result against Belgium or Croatia, we'll have a final game on day 3 against Morocco, which would feel more like a cup final than just a group game if we win it. And don't forget, Morocco are pretty much doing the same thing as us. They're behind the ball against Belgium and Croatia, but they'll be looking to get something out of that game against Canada. Group G. Simple as it is, Brazil and Serbia looking like the guys to go through, but it could be Switzerland or Serbia, you never know. But Brazil look like the guys to go through. Serbia and Switzerland look like they're going to occupy second or third, but don't rule out Cameroon. If they can get it together, they may well upset a big team. And finally into Group H, it looks like it's Portugal and Uruguay. Ronaldo might get to the round of 16 at last. It looks like Uruguay are going to finish second, but Ghana and South Korea, they're not going to go down line. This could be an amazing group of nastiness in Group H, the group of hostilities. It's not going to go easy for any team. And Portugal and Uruguay look like the teams to go through. That's who I'm picking. But Ghana may well upset somebody, and South Korea too. There's the groups back, coming back at you. So there you go, guys. You look at the groups, tell me what you think, and let me know. Don't agree with me. Bring your own tips, your own forecast, or as I say, your own predictions, because I love to predict. I do love to predict. Now, let's take it to a couple of emails that we have got time for today. Alright, let's go for the first one. This comes in from Andrew. Andrew writes, Steve. Hi, Steve. I have 2 questions. Canada is 10-1 underdog to beat Belgium, as per William Hill. What do you think? Now, William Hill, unless you know, guys, is a betting agency over there in the UK, and it is worldwide online. And they've given us odds of 10-1 against to win against Belgium in game 1. Now, Andrew asks, A, is that accurate? B, is it downright disrespectful? Or C, is it misinformed, i.e. Canada is still an unknown? Now, I like that final one, Andrew. When I look at the betting across the board, people have got us at 150-1 to 250-1 to win the World Cup. That's a few different agencies across the globe, yeah? When I see 100-1, 150-1 and 250-1 betting on us against to win the World Cup, when I see 100, 150 and 250-1, that tells me there's a swath of 100-point spread there, where them bookies over there definitely are not too sure about Canada. So I say, I like your third one. Is it A, accurate? No, I don't think it is. Is it B, downright disrespectful? No, maybe a little ignorant. And C, misinformed, i.e. Canada is still an unknown? I think somewhere there. Answer number C, or letter C, Andrew. We're still somewhat unknown, and people are not giving us credit for who we really are and how far we've brought this, and how far we can still take this program. You look at these young guys, they're playing in big leagues, as are other nations' big players. They're still very young. They're getting all the experience all the time. Yeah, I think people are not really giving us the credit we deserve, or secondly, they just are misinformed and they don't know how good we are. So put a bet on for Canada to get out of the group stage. That's the first bet you want to do, the group stage. Put a bet on for that. That would be probably a way I would go. But Andrew, great questions, mate. And second question here is, which are areas of weakness do you think Canada has that other teams will try to exploit? It's a great question. Try to exploit us? I think basically the only place they can exploit us is on the offense, i.e. when we're in defense mode. That's the only way. We set up really good in the counter-attack. So I don't think we have one major weakness. I think we're a team, and we have team ability in defense and offense, and also in the midfield, the way we structure up and down the field. So I don't think there's one natural weakness. You might want to say that they want to pick up on our lack of depth in the squad, but again, that's because they don't realise what we have in depth. So I don't think there is really one major weakness. I think that we're 38th in the world, FIFA rankings, and that allows you to have a tough day against the top 10 of the world and an easier day at the 100 plus club. So in there somewhere is where I'm sort of guiding you as to where we are. But no, I don't think we have one area where we can be exploited. I think we're a team, and that's the big thing. A team is hard to break down. Let's see what happens. But we have no fear, and we don't need to worry about the three. We just got to go out and play our counter game and execute in front of net and keep it tight in the back. And hopefully Bojan has the tournament of tournaments. If we have Bojan turn out to be the keeper of the tournament, we went far in this World Cup. Remember that. Seriously. Second email, this one now coming in. Let's have a look who we got now. Just 1 second, guys. Be right there. Okay, question. This one comes in from Graham Costigan Cripps. Graham asks, do you think some of our players get signed by top 5 leagues during the next transfer window? Now, the next transfer window is coming up very shortly. It's prior to a league starting, and it's after these leagues finish. It's also prior to the World Cup. Do I see our players getting signed by big leagues around the world? I think we can. But I think it's going to happen after the World Cup, to be honest. Because the guys are going to be in the shop window during the World Cup, and I think that's where we're going to be able to flaunt our skills and flaunt what we got at the World Cup. So I think by the World Cup, if we haven't seen a player move, maybe JD, Jonathan David might move along here pretty soon. Remember, Arsenal, West Ham, Liverpool are all putting an eye on him. So it could be one of those moves. Kyle Larin, he's happy where he is, but if he has a big World Cup, he too may well move along. I mean, let's face it, record goal scorer, JD just behind him. If you're looking for a solid offence, Canada's got solid forwards that people will be looking at now up until the World Cup. And if we have a great World Cup, guys, our guys will be like hot cakes. We'll be seeing guys pick up contracts to big clubs around the world. And look for Alistair Johnson. I know where he is, and I know he's happy where he is. But if he has a great World Cup, he's one of the guys that probably we could move along and bring himself into one of the A category clubs, one of the top clubs in the big leagues. Let's see that. But Canadian players, I think after the World Cup is a good chance. Before the World Cup, don't rule it out. But I think you've got to say, it's definitely looking like we're going to have a few cameras watching our guys from now till the World Cup. And I'd be very surprised if we didn't see a few guys joining bigger teams. Now, before we close this down, Nations League came out today. I'm going to drop a link down below so you can see how it shakes down. Basically, we're in a group of 3. We're in Group C in League A. And we've got the Nemesis Honduras is in there with us, and Curacao. So 3 teams in the group. The winners of the group qualify for Nations League Finals 2023 and the Gold Cup. If you finish second, you're finishing second to go to the 2023 Gold Cup. That qualifies you. And if you finish third, you get relegated to League B because you weren't good enough to be with the League A guys. And you qualify for the prelim rounds of the 2023 Gold Cup preliminary rounds. So that's where that shakes down to. A lot of guys have said recently, oh, you know, Nations League, not good for us, da-da-da-da-da. We could have proper friendly games or orchestrate games that are tougher for us. I agree with that. I agree with that. But what I also say is this. The more games we get to play from now to the end of the year, the better it is for us. The better it is for us. We've got to keep these guys together. Not necessarily does it matter to play big teams every game. You need to play a few of the smaller teams as well, so you can get your systems working. You can practice on other teams before you do then get to the big teams, where everything you've done in training and everything you practiced, it might have been tougher to actually practice that against a big team leading to the World Cup. Once you've practiced through Nations League, you can fine skill your skills and your tactics ready for the big teams moving forward. So what I'm saying from now on in, all the Nation League games, the friendly games before the World Cup, it's all part of our preparation. And you don't need to play the top 10 teams every game. But moving forward, I would like to see, just before the World Cup, that we pick ourselves 3 big teams. Italy and Sweden, they're available. They're not going to the World Cup. And maybe a game against the US or Mexico, who's close to us, because that's another game that can bring us a little experience. And they're top teams. They're top teams. So towards the latter stage of this year, after Nations League, before the World Cup, that's where I want to see a couple of big teams come at us, where we can really home in our skills and see how much we've still got to go. Okay, guys, Wednesday, we're going to be talking more about the Nations League. I hope you're doing well. Keep it contained. And anybody, drop me an email, steve@theultimatesoccershow.com. I'll get on it anytime. Or just comment down below. Guys, have a great night. It's always good talking to you. Thanks so much. Keep it here. We are one. One is all we are. And we are going to Qatar. We're going to go far.
3, 2, 1.
This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.